Hello everyone. We're trying something a little new and something a little different than what we usually do. We are going to watch through Assassin's Creed Mirage, their gameplay, walkthrough trailer, kind of giving you a little taste of what to expect from their new game that's coming out, I believe sometime in October. But I'm going to give my thoughts on it, and we'll see what it is. Ubisoft Original. I'll give it this. Like, these games are, kind of beautiful looking. Even if you're not a fan of the story, you have something that is nice to look at. Okay.
There you are.
So... okay, that was pretty clean. Okay, when it comes to parkour in these games, I've never been a fan of, because usually I get stuck on buildings, and then I'm trying to jump off a building, and in a chase scene, it can cause you more problems than I think anyone really wants. But kind of seeing how this flows, hopefully you'll run into less of that and more being able to get away. Okay. Ooh, cutscene.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I am glad you're safe.
Cue the feather. I didn't even see him wipe that feather across the wound.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do.
Her voice is so dang iconic.
While our focus was on Al Ghul,
It's like you hear it and you know who it
the
is.
city for where we could erect more bureaus.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to
Alamut.
Al-Abbasiyah and Karkh. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karkh, where corruption is as
I
common.
don't know if it's just the video that I'm watching, but it doesn't quite
See Abu Ja'far
seem
about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
like the details aren't quite as refined.
Have a look, Bassem. I may have something that is of interest to
Kind of
you.
seems a little glossy, but maybe that's just how I'm looking at it. Okay. So you get a blow dart?
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
Okay. So these look like missions? Huh. I guess that's kind of a new way to... well, not really a new way, because Odyssey and Origins had missions similar to that. And Valhalla,
This is the place.
but...
What do you see, Enkidu?
leave the bird alone,
Consider the approach.
jerks. I'm curious to see how this is going to be affected. Kind of scaling it back, less open world and more like the original games before they introduced open world. I think that's new as well,
Act as usual.
That guard who likes me.
with the guards who actually kind of show where their line of sight is.
Madness. They will surely fail.
Kind of giving you an insight into what they see and if you're in their line of sight. Don't mind me and these flowers, that is totally inconspicuous. Now are we gonna blame it on the guy who's just like on the ground? Like one guy turned on another. That's why he's on the ground passed out, because he fainted from the effect. From his misdeeds.
What?
Oh, they're bringing back bombs.
Hey! Die now!
That's kind of nice. Using bombs as a distraction and throwing knives. I mean, it makes sense given the time period, but I think one of the nicer things to have in a game are the silent weapons.
The sky is safe, my friend. Survey the area in Kidu.
Because that way you're not
There is my
causing
target.
noise.
I heard his favorite was a spy.
So it's kind of nice that they're bringing back a lot of the quiet gameplay, the stealth. Well, that was uncalled for. Oh, nah. What? What was that?
And no more need die this day!
Is that like... Oh, hold on. We're going back. What the crap is that? Is this just like... Like, is he, you know, crazy assassin now? That's in... I wonder if you can chain more to that.
No more need die this day!
Or if like 3's the limit. What the crap? That's pretty intense. It looks like a trap bomb of sorts. Okay. So he sets off a poison bomb.
Come on.
Yeah. Granted, I think this is supposed, if I recall, this is supposed to take place before Ezio's time, but this kind of gives a lot of Assassin's Creed Revelations, I believe? With being in Constantinople. And in the mines and going through that type of era. So my final thoughts on this, I would say, is it's going to be interesting to see how they scale it back into more of a stealth-like game, because with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, with them being open world, then trying to scale it back into more of a stealth-like Assassin's Creed game that I think most people have relatively grown up with. It's going to be interesting to kind of see how they incorporate both the stealth and the open world. But from what I can see, it looks like it's going to be a fun game. I know that I'm likely to get it. And the fact that they're introducing that new combo assassination perk ability, whatever you want to call it, I'm curious to know if they're going to allow multiple beyond just the 3 that you saw in the video. I'm also interested to see what else they've added into this, because, you know, to keep these games fresh, to keep them new, for people to want to keep coming back to them, you know, you kind of have to keep pushing it and keep making it interesting. And I think going back to stealth is an interesting choice, one that I prefer, just because more open world it can be grueling, and Assassin's Creed games, you're an assassin, you're supposed to be using stealth, not out in the open combat, but we'll see. And the fact that they're doing Basim's origin story, him in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, he was a hard character to, I guess, stomach like, enjoy. Either way, I know that I'm going to be playing the game. Other than that, we'll kind of see if anything new comes out, whether we're doing something on our channel for it, or, you know, you guys in the audience are checking it out on your own. So that's it for this video. Like I said, this is something new that we are trying out, seeing if you guys actually like this kind of stuff from us. And, you know, you can kind of expect a couple more videos like this in the future. And if you do like this type of content from us, like, comment, and subscribe, and just let us know, because, you know, this was kind of fun for me. I hadn't seen this gameplay, and to see kind of the new stuff that they're incorporating, I'm kind of, you know, looking forward to seeing what other new games and new style of gameplays out there. So, until next time, see you later.